There is a day coming, a day that is not marked on any calendar but your own, a day of reckoning. For some, it has already passed. For others, it is looming. And for you, listening to my voice right now, we will call that day August 18th. This is not a prophecy of war or of economic collapse, but of a shaking far more personal and far more terrifying. It is the day the silence becomes louder than the noise. The day you stop explaining, stop defending, stop pleading your case to a world, to a person that has already decided not to listen. This is the day that will shake your nation. The nation of you. How many times have you found yourself in that maddening loop, arguing your case, laying out your heart, presenting evidence of your worth, your love, your commitment, only to be met with a blank stare, a dismissive wave, or worse, a silence that screams indifference? You talk faster, you pull up receipts, you replay conversations, you over-explain your intentions until your throat is raw and your spirit is exhausted. Why do we do this? Why do we fight so hard to be heard by people who have proven they are deaf to our frequency? Why do we bleed ourselves dry trying to convince someone to see the value they are determined to overlook? We exhaust our life force, our precious, finite energy, trying to win a case in a courtroom where the verdict was decided long before we even took the stand. We have been taught a lie. The lie is that more words will fix it. That if we just find the right combination of phrases, the right evidence, the right emotional appeal, the lock will turn and we will finally be seen, understood, and validated. But the truth, the hard and liberating truth, is that the person who is committed to misunderstanding you is not looking for clarity. They are looking for a reason to continue their narrative. Your words are not the key, they are merely fuel for their fire. And the greatest power you have, the most profound, world-altering force in your arsenal, is the one you have been terrified to use as strategic, intentional, powerful silence. Today, right now, I am promising you a new perspective, a way to reclaim the power you have been giving away for free, a way to protect your peace as if it were the most valuable currency you own, because it is. This is not about being passive. This is not about surrender. This is about a declaration of supreme self-worth. It's about becoming so rooted in your own truth that the winds of external opinion can no longer shake you. It is the day you stop chasing and, in doing so, become the one who is magnetic, the one who is respected, the one who is whole, with or without their approval. August 18th is your turning point, the day you choose your peace over their validation. Are you ready? The pain is real, isn't it? That deep, gnawing ache in your chest when you feel unseen. It's the exhaustion that settles into your bones after another circular argument that goes nowhere. It's the sting of betrayal when you pour your soul out to someone only to have them use it as a weapon against you later. It's the quiet desperation of feeling like you are not enough, a feeling that sends you on a frantic quest for external approval. You see it in the dating world, don't you? The endless texting, the need to prove you're interesting, successful, high value. You craft the perfect response, you plan the perfect date, you bend and you morph, hoping to fit into the mold of what you think they want. You become a salesman of your own identity, and the commission is a crumb of their affection. We do this with friends, with family, with colleagues. We chase validation because we are terrified of the silence. We are terrified of what it might mean if we stop talking and no one comes looking for us. This flawed mindset is not your fault. It is a poison we have been fed since birth. Society tells us our value is a reflection in someone else's eyes. Social media screams that your worth is measured in likes, comments, and shares. Loneliness becomes a predator, and to keep it at bay, we perform. We dance and we sing and we explain just so anyone will applaud and make us feel real. We believe deep down that our value is determined by the reaction we get. If she doesn't text back, it's because I'm not worthy. If my boss doesn't acknowledge my hard work, it's because I'm not valuable. If my family doesn't understand my vision, it's because my vision is flawed. We hand over the gavel to a jury that was never qualified to judge us in the first place. We have become beggars, pleading for scraps of validation from people who are often starving themselves. But what if the game is rigged? What if the only way to win is to refuse to play? This is the turning point. This is where you embrace the doctrine of strategic silence. This is not the silence of weakness. It is not the pouting of a child or the passive aggression of a wounded man. This is the silence of a king. It is an active, conscious, powerful choice. Think of it as energy conservation for your soul. You have a finite amount of emotional and mental energy each day. Every word you spend trying to convince the unconvinced is a withdrawal from your account. Strategic silence is the act of plugging that drain. It means you stop arguing with people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You let their narrative exist without your participation. Their version of the story is their burden to carry, not yours. It means you stop explaining your vision to people who lack the capacity to see it. A man trying to describe the ocean to someone who has only ever known a desert will be called a liar or a madman. It's not their fault they can't see it, but it's your fault if you waste your breath trying to make them. You must protect your vision until it has come to pass. Let your success be the explanation. It means you stop defending your worth to someone who is actively looking for a reason to devalue you. You cannot win this fight. Any defense you offer will be twisted into an admission of guilt. Your refusal to engage is not an admission of defeat. It is a declaration that you are no longer participating in your own degradation. You let your actions, your integrity, and your unshakable inner peace be your argument. The silence you create is not empty. It is a sacred space. It is a vacuum that you must now fill with something else. While they are wondering why you've gone quiet, you are redirecting all of that saved energy, all of that power, back where it belongs, on yourself. This is the great transformation. This is what you do with all the energy you save, with all the time you reclaim from fruitless debates and desperate explanations. You begin to build your kingdom, and you build it in silence. A man who talks about going to the gym is a talker. A man who goes to the gym day after day in the quiet, early hours of the morning becomes a warrior. His body becomes the evidence. A man who tells everyone about the business he's going to start is a dreamer. A man who quietly works, researches, plans, and executes, brick by brick, failure by failure, builds an empire. His results become the conversation. The fulfillment is not in the applause, it is in the work. The validation comes from the sweat on your brow, the calluses on your hands, the knowledge that you are forging your own destiny without needing an audience to cheer you on. You must become your own source of validation. This is the hardest and most crucial part of the journey. It means learning to sit with your own thoughts, your own emotions, without reaching for your phone to distract you or calling someone to soothe you. Start a journal. Write down your frustrations, your fears, your ambitions. Don't censor it. Drag your inner demons into the light of the page and stare them down. When you feel that wave of loneliness or that pang of feeling misunderstood, don't run from it. Sit with it. Ask it what it's here to teach you. Breathe through it. You will discover that you are capable of holding your own pain. You are your own anchor. You don't need someone else to tell you it's okay. You can find that certainty within yourself. This is the path to true emotional freedom. It is the end of neediness and the beginning of authentic confidence. And then a strange and powerful paradox begins to unfold. The moment you stop chasing, you become magnetic. The moment you stop desperately trying to be heard, your silence becomes intriguing. People are drawn to a man who has his own center of gravity. Your self-assuredness, your quiet focus, your lack of desperation. It creates a sense of respect and curiosity that 1,000 desperate words never could. The woman who was unsure suddenly wonders what you're up to. The friends who took you for granted notice your absence and the strength it implies. The world respects a man who respects himself enough to walk away from a table where his worth is not being served. Your silence communicates that your peace is more valuable than their approval. It communicates that you have a mission, a purpose that is more important than their opinion. It communicates that you are the prize, and you will not be auditioning for a role in your own life. People will hear your silence more loudly and more clearly than they ever heard your words. Because your words were a plea, but your silence is a standard. So, August 18th, let this be the date you mark in your soul. It is your day of independence. The day you declare your emotional sovereignty. Your peace is your highest priority. Your energy is your most valuable currency. Your attention is your greatest gift. Stop giving it away for free to those who have proven they will squander it. The world is noisy. It will demand your reaction. It will bait you into arguments. It will tempt you to explain yourself back into the cages of other people's expectations. Your power is in the pause. It's in the deep breath before you respond. It's in the conscious choice to say, I no longer need to make you understand. Your value is not negotiable, and it is not determined by external consensus. It is inherent. It is absolute. The man who knows his worth does not need to announce it. He embodies it. He moves differently. He speaks differently. And when necessary, he is silent with a power that shakes the very foundations of those who expected him to break. So tonight, I challenge you. The next time you feel that burning urge to explain, to defend, to justify, to beg to be understood, stop, take a breath, step back from the emotional battlefield, and choose silence. Choose your peace. Choose your kingdom. Choose yourself. Go build your life. Go forge your character in the fires of discipline and self-respect. Pour all of that reclaimed energy into becoming the man you were destined to be. The right people, the ones who are meant for your journey, will not need you to explain. They will hear your silence, and they will understand. They will be drawn to the light of the fire you are building within. Your nation will be shaken, and from the rubble of your old, approval-seeking self a king will rise.